Hey guys, what's up? It's Eclectic Impromptus. I hope you're having a good Wednesday so far. I'm back to DJing again today for the first time in over a month. And it was a good start. Some good songs out there. And during the time, the radio manager, who's also the lab instructor for audio video, gave a little tour while I was DJing. So got to meet a few of the students, and they seem pretty cool. So I'm now home though, and I'm gonna be working on my boss relief project, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be doing. So it's gonna involve a Nautilus snail because the Fibonacci sequence is an inspiration for this. Another aspect I'm gonna add to this. I've been watching Saturday Night Live clips on YouTube at times, and there's one in particular where it's making fun of the Muppets. The Muppet Bus, it involves a Muppet Bus scene. I'm not gonna give it away. If you want to watch it, just type in SNL Muppet Bus, and yeah, that's a pretty funny clip. And Fozzie the Bear happened to be also an inspiration, so I might do a teddy bear for laughs and giggles because I keep thinking about Fozzie the Bear. And I'd have to say, out of all the characters in that Muppet Bus skit, Fozzie the Bear was kind of my all-time favorite, and that catchphrase, that waka 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 catchphrase, is it's cute. But if you want to see it for yourself, just type in Muppet Bus SNL or SNL Muppet Bus, and it's a cute skit. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on that. On that note, more clips to come. Stay tuned. And if I might not show the process necessarily, but I'll at least show you the results at the very least and tell you what I did. So yeah, now you can stay tuned. Okay, so what I did here is I had this chipboard. I also got this one as the main baseboard, and took the chipboard. I measured it out. Let me grab the ruler, put it away. D. Sorry about the camera being a little wonky. So I measured this light blue chipboard, and for this length, it was basically to 9 inches, and then to this one, this side, measured it to 12, so it's like a 9 by 12. So I'm basically gonna layer it, and I'm gonna try and make it look like a step, like a little step by step, or attempt to. It'll be like a ziggurat, which is basically one of those temples you find in Mesopotamia. So it'll probably be like a step pyramid, sort of, kind of. And I took an X-Acto knife, cut the blue chipboard down. Now, when you use an X-Acto knife, you want to be cautious about cutting yourself, like cutting your fingers. So you got to be sure the X-Acto knife or your fingers are out of the way when you use the X-Acto knife. And you also want to have some sort of like protection barrier to protect yourself from cutting like furniture or tables or blankets or whatever. So I also have this also, and looks like my husband's blankets are protected. It's a little warmer in here, so just protection is the big thing when you use an X-Acto knife. And so I'm gonna take a little break, and then I'll start working on this again. Okay, so I glued the blue chipboard to the back, and then this is supposed to be the sun. So what I did was I took cardboard. For the yellow one, I took a yellow marker, like a paint marker, and painted around the circle after I made the circular shape. Then I cut it out, glued it here, and then I did the same for the orange and red. And then I measured it out. This part's going to be the sky. Then this part will be like the waves in the ocean. And then this will be the land where I'll have the snail and possibly a teddy bear. It won't be exactly Fozzie the Bear just because of copyright and plagiarism factors. I don't want to get in trouble. So, but I'm always going to have a teddy bear, maybe a blonde one, who knows. But anyhow, talk to you in a little bit. Okay, so I got the ocean here. So with the pencil line up here for starters, I erased it, but noticed the pencil mark was still there. So I took a one of my markers and drew a cross. As you can see, you can still see the line. You don't see the pencil line as much, but you can see that it's all blue and stuff, like a little bit bluer than the chipboard background itself. So coming up with another idea. I'm thinking of doing like maybe some sort of island. You know how you're like sailing and you the see like green land up ahead? I'm thinking of maybe doing something like that in the background to try to mask that a little bit. And I may do more with the ocean here once this is dry. For this, I used nail polish. Crazy, I know, but you can even use nail polish for art. I mean, it does tend to get a little stinky after a while, so yeah, you gotta, maybe a little bit at a time just to help prevent from fumes and stuff. But it's not too bad, and it came out all right for the most part. So, I was gonna say to be continued, but yeah, I'll show you the island clip on this part once I'm done with this, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay. So this is what I've done. You see, I did the sun, also did the island in the distance, and the sand on the shore, and this bubble wrap here. This represents the foam. You know how when you're on the beach, excuse me for a second, you're on a beach and waves come crashing in, and you see foam. That's kind of what it's representing. Now, I might also add some foam back here. I'll think about this some more, but this is all I'm going to do. My professor wants the final project to be at least 6 layers. So you can see here it's layer 1. Then the blue chipboard's like layer 2. This is 3. I also did another layer on this. So this is like 4 layers, for example. And she wants us to only go as far as like the 3rd layer. If we did more, I'm sure it's fine, but the 3rd layer at the very least. And we're gonna bring it in tomorrow to show what progress we've been doing and see how it's going. And then I'll probably work on some more of it over the weekend. It'll be the snail and the little teddy bear and maybe some more ocean here. We'll see what happens. I'll play it by ear and I'll probably videotape that as well. So this will be part 1 of this bas relief project. So hope you guys like this video, and if you like it, feel free to click like, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, peace out.